You tell your senior brother that he's the main character of this world and is destined to become a legendary powerhouse. So you better get on his good side right now. Your senior brother thinks you're still half asleep and tells you to go practice your sword swings another 5,000 times. But later, events prove you right. Your senior brother ventures into one secret realm after another, acquiring rare treasure after rare treasure. The second senior brother grows envious. He asks the eldest for the Kunwu sword he obtained. The eldest brother kicks him away, saying, "This is reserved for our junior brother. No one else touches it." Later, the sect faces a crisis. The eldest brother tells you to escape first. He smiles and says to you, "I'm the child of destiny. How could I possibly die?" You smile back. "Senior brother, I forgot to mention, a little brother's job is to take the hit for the big brother when it counts." You have a bizarre, vivid dream. In it, you live in another world, a place bustling with traffic and noise. You see a book. The book says your senior brother is the child of destiny, fated to become a legendary powerhouse, and because you are a supporting male character, you constantly oppose the eldest brother, and end up getting yourself killed off early. You jolted awake in a panic. You immediately went to find the senior disciple and told him about the dream. The senior disciple first asked you, "What do you mean by male lead?" You thought for a long time before saying, "Probably someone with a tragic background, who's incredibly talented, and goes through many trials and tribulations." But senior brother, believe me, you're definitely going to become a powerful figure one day. The senior disciple looked at you helplessly and said, "If you want to butter me up, you don't need to go through all this trouble." You looked at the senior disciple with sincere emotion. "Senior brother, if you strike it rich, don't forget about me. Let me ride on your coattails." The senior disciple first looked at you in confusion, then nodded as if he understood. "Looks like your brain hasn't woken up yet." Add 5,000 extra sword practice swings later. You stared, dumbfounded, as the senior disciple walked away. Then you wailed, "That's not necessary, senior brother, I'm really awake." Seeing this, the second senior disciple peeked from the doorway in the direction the senior disciple had left. He pulled an orange from his robe and handed it to you. "Don't you know what the senior disciple is like? Trying to slack off is pointless. Hurry up and get moving. Otherwise, you'll just get punished again." Having said that, he left. Angrily, you broke the orange in half and stuffed a piece into your mouth. What a frustrating situation. Why won't anyone believe me? Whoa, that's so sour. The head disciple is a total monster. Second brother, you're no saint either. As the head disciple of our sect, he's notoriously strict with us junior disciples. He not only makes us practice swordplay daily, but also handles all the daily disputes, like when second brother roasted fifth brother's newly bought test pig, or when third sister used her looks to scam people again, trading spiritual herbs with bandits, and fourth brother's habit of eating and looting in rival territories. Honestly, besides the head disciple, no one in this sect is reliable. As for our master, aside from taking disciples, he's either in seclusion or on his way to seclusion. We barely see him all year. So the sect can manage without the master, but not without the head disciple. He's like a father to us. Your name is Lin Bei. You're the youngest disciple in the sect. While you were begging on the streets, you met our master, who was also crouched by the roadside, starving half to death. Feeling sorry for him, you shared half your steamed bun. Later, the master said you had a kind heart, and brought you back to the mountain sect, placing you in the care of the head disciple. That was your first time meeting the senior disciple. He carried an aura of aloof nobility. His gaze was as cold as ice. Wherever he went, people fell into a hushed, fearful silence. You always thought the senior disciple disliked you, so you avoided him whenever possible. Until one day, you saw the second disciple get tracked to the mountain by an innkeeper for stealing wine. That day, the second disciple almost got a beating that would have ruined his reputation. That's when you realized the senior disciple had actually been pretty lenient with you. Because when you had no money for food, and the restaurant owner came looking for you on the mountain, the senior disciple just gave you a cold look. Then he paid your bill. So after having that dream, you couldn't understand why the you in the storybook kept picking fights with the senior disciple. Probably because the senior disciple was just too perfect. But it's okay. That brainless idiot wasn't you. The current you is the senior disciple's loyal sidekick. Your whole motto is, "Where's the senior disciple? Where is he? Where?" If the senior disciple tells you to steal a dog, you wouldn't dream of refusing. But adding another 5,000 sword practice swings? You genuinely can't do it. The original 5,000 swings already had you exhausted and sore. You can't even lift your arms anymore. So I'll just quietly take it easy for now. If anything goes wrong, I can always let second brother take the fall. Another minor secret realm has appeared today. Big brother is heading to the secret realm again. Even though you know this is the protagonist's necessary path to gaining equipment, you still feel a bit unhappy, because it means you won't see big brother for several more months. As big brother's loyal junior, how can you bear to be apart from him for so long? You follow silently behind big brother for a long while, thinking of a way to convince him to take you along. Big brother, after being followed the whole way, finally stops. He lets out a long sigh. "What is it you really want?" he asks. You scratch your head, switching into full flattery mode. "Big brother, you're already so powerful. You should let the other senior brothers and sisters go out to get more experience." Hearing this, big brother falls silent for a long moment. Then he slowly begins to explain. "Your second brother loves pranks too much. I'm afraid he'd offend every other sect for me. Your third sister falls for someone new every time she meets them. I'm worried people will start calling our whole clan perverts. As for your fourth brother, but fourth brother gets along with everyone, doesn't he? Is he no good either? I'm precisely worried he gets along too well. He'd recruit every disciple from the other sects over here. Our sect would become the enemy of the entire cultivation world. As for the last remaining one, without the eldest senior brother even saying it, fifth senior brother obsessed with alchemy would surely forget to return if he spotted a rare medicinal herb. It's quite possible the secret realm would seal shut, with him still trapped inside. This was the first time you truly grasped how tough the eldest senior brother's job was. You couldn't help but sigh. You've worked so hard, eldest senior brother. Go quickly and return soon. Then, the eldest senior brother patted your shoulder and encouraged you. Practice your swordplay every day. Don't slack off when I get back. If you've made progress, I'll give you a gift. You nodded. Please be careful too, eldest senior brother. However, before leaving, the eldest senior brother gave instructions to everyone, one by one. When it finally came to you, he seemed to be thinking about who to entrust you to. But after looking around, he gave up on the idea. Finally, he pressed a jade token into your hand. If anything happens, use this to call for our master. If the master ignores you, tell him that if he doesn't handle it, I'll smash all the wine he buried in the peach blossom grove when I return. You nodded. Then, you watched the eldest senior brother's departing figure with deep reluctance, graceful and untouchable, like a breeze that never stirs the dust. Is this what the hero in those storybooks is supposed to be like? The very image you dreamed of growing up to become? Seeing this, second brother looks at you puzzled. Little junior brother, why have you been clinging to big brother so much lately? Weren't you terrified of him before? You turn to him and explain. Second brother, you just don't get it. When big brother becomes a legendary powerhouse one day, I'll be his most trusted right-hand man. A life of luxury will be just around the corner. Hearing this, second brother thinks for a moment. Then he asks, isn't there another term for that? What term? A lackey. You don't bother arguing further. Your face is full of the weary wisdom of one who has seen their fate. If second brother doesn't understand, so be it. He'll regret it later. However, second brother leans in and whispers in your ear. Fifth brother has been raising a flock of chickens lately. He feeds them spiritual herbs every day. They're plump and healthy. They'd be delicious roasted. You're speechless. Second brother, do you have to pick on the same person every time? But second brother just crosses his arms and looks at you, asking, so are you in or not? All you can say is that you won't be a partner in his crime. I just wanted to see what tasty treats fifth brother was feeding the chickens. Then, during the months that eldest brother was away, you thought of him every single day. You waited day and night, hoping for his return. Finally, eldest brother came back. True to form, he brought back a whole haul of stuff. He even managed to snag the top rank among the nascent soul stage cultivators while he was at it. Eldest brother laid out all the items from his ring on a table, telling you all to pick something. Your eyes immediately locked onto the Kunwu sword among the treasures. This sword was forged from dark steel, incredibly slender and pitch black from tip to hilt. Its point was razor sharp, radiating a chilling, deadly aura. With just one glance, it completely captivated you. This was the sword of your dreams. But just as you were about to speak up, second brother beat you to it, picking up the sword and saying, eldest brother, I think this Kunwu sword suits me perfectly. Look at this blade, true dark steel craftsmanship. Not like my autumn moon sword, all flashy and ornate. Hearing this, you pressed your lips together, swallowing the words you were about to say. After all, second brother wasn't wrong. In this entire sect, his swordsmanship was the best. Paired with this blade, he would undoubtedly reach even greater heights. With that thought, you reluctantly looked away. Let's take a look at the other treasures. But my mind is already set on the first choice. Looking at the others now, no matter how good they are, they'd just be settling. The eldest senior brother gave the second senior brother a cold glance and said, this one isn't for you. You and the autumn moon sword are already one, mind and blade. It's a perfect match. Hearing this, the second senior brother rubbed his nose. I feel like you're insulting me, but I don't have any proof. As he spoke, he placed the Kunwu sword in front of you. Junior brother, your swordsmanship has been improving lately. It's time you had a sword of your own. Your eyes immediately lit up. You eagerly took it, looking it over again and again. But then you thought about how second senior brother always gives you the best treats and the coolest toys. Reluctantly, you handed it back. Second senior brother, your skills are better, you should have it. However, before the second senior brother could reply, the eldest senior brother pushed the Kunwu sword back toward you. I sought this out specifically for you. Giving it to him would be a waste. Hearing this, the second senior brother smiled, his eyes narrowing. Eldest senior brother, if you want to give it to our junior brother, just say so. No need to take all these subtle jabs at me. You immediately jumped to his defense, saying, eldest senior brother is such a refined person. He would never insult you. The senior brother gave the second brother a pat and said, all right, get ready. I'm gonna see how much your cultivation has improved. If I find out anyone's been slacking off, they'll be doing extra training, mark my words. As soon as he said that, most of the people in the room scattered in an instant. You were about to make a run for it too, but the senior brother grabbed you firmly by the collar of your thick coat, so you could only say, somewhat helplessly, senior brother, I really haven't been slacking off. I swear. The senior brother shot you a look, then shoved a big handful of candies into your arms, saying, pass through a town. Just pick these up for you. Go on, off you go. Hearing this, you felt like you'd been granted a pardon. You scurried away without a moment's delay. Once back in your room, seeing the candies in your arms, you felt tears welling up. It was all because you'd mentioned once that you'd never had candy growing up. So ever since, whenever the senior brother went down the mountain, he'd bring some back for you. This made you even more determined to protect your senior brother properly. You couldn't let him be harmed like in the dream. Although, come to think of it, in that dream, the one who harmed him was you, wasn't it? But how could that possibly be you? You thought your life would always be like this. The scenes from your dreams gradually faded with time. You were still called by the senior brother every day to practice swordsmanship. Afterwards, you'd sneak off with the second brother to steal and eat the experimental animals from the fifth brother. Then you'd go listen to gossip at the third sister's place. Life was simple and good. Until late one night, a piercing, urgent bell rang out through the sect. It instantly jolted you awake from your dream. You were dazed, unable to tell for a moment if it was a dream or reality, until the second brother kicked the door open, yanked you out of bed, and told you to stop spacing out, and come with him fast. Only then did you see that he, who always liked to be clean, had his clothes stained with blood. You didn't know whose it was. You asked the second brother, what's going on? The second brother kept glancing outside the door, as if checking if it was safe. Then he said gravely, the demon tribe launched a surprise attack. The master and the elders went to reinforce the front, but those bastards pulled a bait and switch. They're attacking the mountain gate directly. Come with me now! There's no time! Your eyes widened in shock. A memory on the verge of fading suddenly surged back in a dream. The demon clan launched a surprise attack in the dead of night. The eldest senior brother led the disciples to resist the demons. In the end, to protect all of you, he sacrificed himself within the formation. That storybook said, he was willing to die for his junior brothers and sisters. Yet, in the end, the formation still failed to activate. She was gravely wounded, forced to watch helplessly as her beloved juniors died before her eyes. From that moment, a demon took root in her heart, crippling her cultivation. Her progress was forever halted in this lifetime. Although he ultimately mastered the path of emotionless ascension, he spent his remaining days guarding your graves, living a life of utter solitude. Thinking of this, you tightened your grip on your sword. You told the second senior brother to go tend to the others first. You were going to help the eldest senior brother. However, the second senior brother grabbed your arm. You're only at the golden core stage. What help could you possibly be? Come with me now. You shook off his hand. You ignored his shouts behind you, and ran resolutely toward the front lines. Along the way, you saw the bodies of fellow sect disciples and demons alike. Finally, you spotted the fifth senior brother. He was simultaneously controlling several medicinal cauldrons, delivering each finished potion to the wounded nearby. He was covered in dust and grime, his robe stained with blood. He looked utterly exhausted, on the verge of collapse. This alchemy practice is draining her spiritual energy like crazy. It's not just depleting her spiritual power, it's exhausting her very soul. But she doesn't dare stop. Every single pill could be a lifesaver when it counts. Moving further ahead, third sister, who's always been so vain, is sitting to the side, meditating. Her precious hair, Someone hacked off a chunk of it. It looks like a dog took a bite out of it. That stunning face that haunts the dreams of the other senior brothers now has a nasty gash slashed across it. Your eyes well up. You whisper, "Sister." Third sister's eyes snap open. "What are you doing here?" she demands. "I told second brother to take you away. Stop fooling around, get out of here. This is no place for you." She grabs her sword, trying to stand. But before she can get up, she coughs up a mouthful of blood. Still, she insists, "Stop this, just go." You quickly steady her, helping her sit back down. Then, you pull a healing pill from your robe and press it into her mouth. Weakly, third sister slumps to the ground. "Go!" she urges. But you press on without looking back. Finally, you see the first brother. Even though he's the top nascent soul cultivator, there's still a whole realm between him and the soul transformation stage. He was already overwhelmed by the 7 demon lords across from him, unable to fight back. His once white robes were now stained with blood. Covered in wounds, he still held his ground. He could not retreat, not one step. To retreat would mean the deaths of hundreds of disciples. You glance at the senior brother, then at the Kunwu sword in your hand. You turn and walk toward another place. You find the spot just as described in the ancient texts. Hidden within the forest is a concealed formation, the demon-slaying array. It requires a single life as the price. All demonic beings will be annihilated. This array was devised by a master formation expert of our sect. But the elders of that time believed that even one life was precious. How could they sacrifice one to save the many? Thus the array was abandoned. Now, however, it will serve its purpose. Resolute, you step into the center of the formation. Drawing the Kunwu sword across your wrist, you declare, "I offer my life to extinguish the demons of this world." The demon-slaying array activates. As your blood flows freely, the formation begins to glow. A crimson barrier traps you within, sealing your fate here forever. Your blood drips into the array, transforming into blood-red butterflies that take flight. Should any demon be touched by them, they will instantly ignite and burn to ashes. The brilliant flash of light instantly guided the senior brother to your location. Gazing at the crimson barrier, the senior brother raised his sword and poured all his strength into strike after desperate strike. Yet, his demeanor remained uncharacteristically calm. His usually detached eyes now betrayed a flicker of panic. His entire body trembled uncontrollably, yet his resolve never wavered as he continued his relentless assaults. All the while, he kept shouting, "Xiaobei, don't be afraid. I will get you out of there. I promise you. I will save you. You have to come out." But as he delivered one final mighty blow, his overburdened white dragon sword shattered into pieces, scattering across the ground. The senior brother coughed up a mouthful of blood. Tears mingled with the blood as they fell. Seeing the barrier remain utterly unmoved, his composure finally shattered completely. He collapsed to his knees, pounding on the barrier with his fists, blow after futile blow. A raw, desperate cry tore from his throat. Why are you in there? Why did you trigger the formation? Xiaobei, come out. Please, I'm begging you. I'm begging you. Don't die. But you could only shake your head. Senior brother, you said, the prophecy in the ancient text was clear. If I activate this array, it will fail. And the second brother, he will die. Third sister will die. Everyone will die, except for eldest brother. I don't want anyone to die. And I don't want eldest brother to fall into darkness. Hearing this, eldest brother watches you, his own sobs choking him. You clearly said I was the main character. You said you'd ride on my coattails. You should have just stayed hidden, waited for us to win. You're still so young. You haven't even begun your true path. He pulls a blood-stained piece of candy from his robe. His hand trembles as he tries to offer it to you. Look, it's your favorite candy, isn't it? Come out and I'll give you all of it. Please, come out. Yet, you speak with a smile in your voice. Eldest brother, I forgot to mention. In every story, the little brother is meant to take the blow for the hero when it counts. Trading my one life for all of yours. I do it willingly. To have earned the care of you, my brother, and everyone all these years, is a blessing I probably don't deserve in 1,000 lifetimes. I'm returning the Kunwu sword to you. Please take care of everyone for me.